Hi, I'm Mike Sheldrick from Chester College Construction, and today I'm going to be looking at ceramic tile drilling and masonry drilling in order to hang up a mirror in the bathroom. First of all, to planning. So my planning today has been obviously I need some PPE, so I might be stood in the bath, but I've got my boots on. I've also got my safety gloves for my glasses because I'm going to be drilling through ceramic and masonry tiling. I've also protected the bath as well. In the bottom of the bath here, I've got a dust sheet, and underneath that I've got a towel as well. Because not only am I protecting it against me walking in it, but if I have an accident where I might drop something, obviously I need to be doubly protecting the base of the bath. So moving on to the process that we're going to look at today. So first and foremost, first thing to do is decide what the makeup of the wall is. So obviously I've got ceramic tile. I'm on a partition wall, so I know that that's going to be a solid wall. It's going to be concrete block or something very similar. I mean, if you're not sure, then obviously a little tap of the wall, you probably can't hear that, but actually that's showing me it's a solid wall in comparison to a partition wall, which is going to sound very, very hollow. Secondly, and obviously for safety, I need to know whether I've got any pipe work, any electrical cables behind anything. So I've already checked that. I've had the bath panel off just to check where the towel rail plumbing work goes, and I also know there's no electrics behind the wall. Again, if you're not sure, you can buy a detector which will detect electrical cables and plumbing pipe work and studs as well. However, if you're really doubly not sure, don't attempt it without some professional advice. So down to the tools that I've got for today then. So I've got my drill driver, I've got my hammer, I've got a few drill bits here, a level, screwdriver just in case I want to make some fine adjustments, and a couple of different drills, and some masking tape to aid me with marking out. I've also down here I've got the mirror, so I've identified that I've got some nice easy to sort out slotted fixings in here, which are going to take a couple of screws and a couple of plugs to go with it. So moving onwards, let's have a look at how I've marked it out. So obviously I've consulted with my wife about exactly where she wants the mirror to go, and we both decided between us that actually centrally to the towel rail is going to be ideal. So I've marked out just on the centre here on a piece of masking tape the centre of the towel rail, which is then given me some centre lines to identify where I'm going to hang the mirror. So there's two fixings on the mirror. So I've just taken the tape measure and measured from top to top. Little top tip here when you're doing this as well. Because of the movement in the end of the tape here, it can be quite an advantage just to start off at the 100 mil point there, and then work your measurements out. You're going to get a much more accurate measurement than you are by trying to measure off the end tab of the tape. So I found my centre lines. I've plumbed that up. I've drawn a plumb line on a couple of pieces of tape and then put the tape in approximately the position I needed it. I've then transferred those measurements, which showed up as 380 mil, onto the wall and marked the centre marks as I needed to. Right, I'm going to start drilling in a second, so just going to get myself nice and safe. So obviously, as I said, I'm drilling into ceramic tile, so there's an element of glass going to be about, so I'm going to put my safety glasses on and put my gloves on as well, just to protect myself. We're going to have minimal dust today, but I've actually got a Hoover here, M-rated Hoover, which is going to help me just keep the dust down. Not only so that I'm not inhaling it, but so I'm not making too much of a mess. And I'm also, because I'm drilling through ceramic tiles, I'm also going to use a ceramic tile drill bit. Now this is absolutely crucial to any work like this. They're available for only a few pounds for most of the shops. And just going to slot that into my drill and just tighten it up into the chuck, nice and hand tight, and also set my chuck, set my drill to drill on the drill, and also we're going to go to high speed as well and make sure we're also in the forward motion. We're only going to start off drilling very, very slowly, but I'm going to control that on the trigger. I'm also going to just start my hoover up as well, because I don't want to do too much, have too much dust flying about. Just holding it, yeah, done there. Just turn the hoover off. So as you can see, nice, simple, easy with the ceramic tile bit, very sharp. So all I've done is I've cut directly through the ceramic tiles, and now I'm going to change the bit over. So we're going to go on to a standard masonry bit. Again, we're going to put that into the drill. Just going to tighten that drill bit up. I'm going to leave it on high speed. But I'm also just going to click it over to hammer action. You notice I didn't use hammer action when I was drilling through the ceramic tiles. If you use hammer action, all you're going to do is you're going to smash and break the tiles. So drill setting only. So we're on we're on the hammer action on the drill bit. And also note that what I've also done is I've put a piece of white masking tape just onto the drill bit, and what that's going to act as is a depth gauge for me. So we're just going to drill these through as well. Right, now I'm just going to put in my raw plugs. I've selected red raw plugs today. They're going to be the most suitable. Just tapping them home very carefully. What I don't want to do at this stage is destroy everything and damage the tiles when we're nearly completed the task. So just going to take the masonry bit out and replace that with a screwdriver bit. So we've got a PZ2 bit in there, suitable for the 2 screws. Just going to slow down the drill now, down into low speed. Don't need a lot of torque on there. Just change the torque settings as well. Not going to wind the screws in completely. Obviously, they need to sit into the back of the mirror. Right, there we are. Got the mirror nicely in place, seated on the 2 fixings behind it. I'm just going to check and see if there's no movement in that. That's nicely fitted on both fittings. So all I can do now is just remove the little bits of masking tape. Jobs are good. So just to recap, planning, key to everything we do. Obviously PPE, very, very important. Got to protect yourself at all times. So, and preparing, nice bit of preparation for the task as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in a couple of days where we're going to do some silicone work. Thank you very much.